I keep my goals to myself, cause whenever I share it with folks, they get a look upon their face and their memory floats to a time where their goals and the stars ain't.
What's good? We're gonna get into Smackdown from January the 23rd, 2026. This was a very boring, uneventful show. The only segment that I liked on the show was the Cody Rhodes Fatu segment. Other than that, this show was a disaster. Before we get into the review, a little bit of news and note. Tommaso Ciampa is no longer with WWE. He put out a 2-page statement on Instagram earlier in the week. I believe it was either Monday or Tuesday. So he's no longer with WWE. He thanked everybody, officials, officials, producers, the NXT Black and Gold crew. So Ciampa's gone. Where will he end up? I really couldn't tell you. He probably might go to TNA if he wants to be world champion. I could see him going to TNA. If he goes to AEW, forget it. He'll just be another guy on the roster. That's it. He'll just be on Collision, doing jobs on Collision. That's it. I doubt if he wants to go to MLW, but he might. He could. I could see him popping up on MLW and being MLW World Champion. I think that'd be pretty cool. I know he still wants to work the Indies too, so he might do that. Maybe the best option for him is to go to MLW and work the Indies. But really and truthfully, if I was Tommaso Ciampa, I would really try and go to TNA. TNA could use him. They would instantly put him at the top of the card. He could be a great heel. I think that'd be great. So we have to wait and see how things play out on that end. But let's go ahead and get into this review. So we kicked the show off with a boring promo segment involving Sami Zayn, Trick Williams, and Damian Priest. So Sami Zayn just says that he's going to win at Saturday Night's main event. He's going to win the Fatal 4-Way. He's going to go on to win, to defeat Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. So Trick comes out. He gets a massive reaction, which is great. He says that he's Mr. 250. Zayn is Mr. Too Many Chances. I like that. So Trick says that Sami Zayn has never won the WWE Championship. Trick says the difference between them is that he said it before and he said it again. He's here to be the WWE Champion. So Sami Zayn, says that Trick looks like $1 million. But Sami tells Trick that he's one of the best and that Trick has potential, but he might tap into it in 5, 10, or maybe in 15 years if he's lucky. So Damian Priest comes out. He gets in Trick Williams' face, saying that Trick Williams is all talk, and he stepped up to him last week and didn't do anything. So Damian Priest tells Trick Williams he knows that he's afraid of him. He believes he's afraid of him. So basically, a brawl ensues with Sami Zayn standing tall, basically. So, no, my bad. Where Trick Williams gets beat up by both Sami Zayn and Damian Priest. So there's that. Who gives a shit? Whatever. Moving on. So Randy Orton, he's watching what happened on a monitor backstage. So Randy tells Kathy Kelly that, with all due respect, what the hell kind of question is that? He says, in 2026, Randy says, 2026 is the year of the Viper. He has every intention of taking the world title tomorrow at Saturday Night's main event, and he's going to beat them, fly on an airplane in Saudi Arabia, and he's going to beat Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. The only way he knows how, with the RKO. Okay, that's fine. Moving on. So, Ilya Dragunov is backstage along with Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo tells Ilya that his United Championship challenge is still open. So Dragunov accepts. So the Miz comes in and Miz tells Carmelo Hayes he can't stand this generation of people looking forward to face each other. He says, what happened to the generation of people hating each other? He tells Carmelo to make the title prestigious. You just don't have to hit on opportunities. He asks Carmelo what Dragunov ever did for him, and Carmelo Hayes tells him that he did more than Miz ever did. So this leads us into the first match of the night. Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov, United States Open Challenge. Match was very, very solid. In the end, Carmelo Hayes gets the win. He wins via the first 48, which is fine. Miz gets involved in the match. The referee's distracted. Miz attacks Dragunov, this allows for Melo to hit the first 48, and that's how he retains the championship. So that's fine there, I guess. I'm guessing they're going to do Carmelo Hayes, Miz for the U.S. title. I don't know. We need to get some feuds going for Carmelo. Enough of this open challenge. That shit has been going on for a month. And I'm kind of annoyed by it. Moving on. This leads us into a sit-down interview that Cody Rhodes had with Michael Cole. So, Cody Rhodes said he would rather not talk about losing the title. He'd rather talk about regaining it. And then he mentions Jacob Fatu. Michael Cole does. Cody Rhodes tells him that he respects Michael Cole for asking that. And probably knows the answer. So Jacob Fatu shows up along with Nick Aldis and security. So Cody Rhodes tells Jacob Fatu to sit down. Jacob Fatu tells him that his concern was Drew McIntyre because he kicked his teeth down his throat. He doesn't care about how Cody Rhodes feels or how he feels about it. But Cody Rhodes wants to be the hero, and he put his hands on him. He got him thinking. Cody Rhodes tells him it didn't look like he was thinking during this match. He was acting. Cody Rhodes tells Jacob Fatu that Jacob is acting and not thinking, and that's what got him locked up in the first place. So Jacob begins to stand up. He tells Cody Rhodes so he wants to go there. He says at 16 he locked down, 18 locked down. He had 7 kids. He almost got fired before he got hired. He isn't complaining about any of that. Those choices made him a better man and got him standing in front of him. Cody Rhodes says that that's the problem. He's standing and not champion. Them against each other should be for the WWE Championship. Jacob Fatu tells him no. The way he sees it, Drew McIntyre was already out before he stepped in front of him. So Cody Rhodes told Jacob Fatu that Fatu has never been in a title match. Jacob Fatu tells Cody Rhodes that what he thinks that he's like every Samoan he went up against. He says they don't make him like him no more. They don't make him like him anymore. Jacob Fatu tells Cody Rhodes that he's very in control, and for Cody Rhodes to think about that. And then that was the end of the segment. So I do like that. Really good stuff there. I like that. It showed a lot of intensity back and forth. I'm down for that. Although this match will more likely end in a DQ, either maybe with Drew McIntyre getting involved, or something, or somebody else, but I don't know. I'll have to wait and see how this plays out. Moving on. This leads us into this leads us into Jade Cargill and Chelsea Green. Jordan Grace and Chelsea Green and Alba Fire. So they're walking backstage. They see Jordan Grace. Chelsea Green tells Jordan Grace that she's a star and she can join them in the Royal Rumble. And she can even start tonight and take on Jade Cargill. So Grace accepts and they walk away. Okay, that's cool. Moving on from that. This was weird, but it makes sense. Roman Reigns gets a video package. He's going to be in the Royal Rumble. What the hell? That is some crazy ass shit. Are you kidding me? He didn't even announce it. It's just, he's going to be there next Saturday. Okay, that's fine. We already knew that anyway. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. As long as we don't get Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns 3, I'm fine with it. I don't even care if Cody turns heel. I just don't want to see Roman and Cody. I really don't. You don't want to go in that Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar territory that Vince did when he was in charge. You don't want that shit. No. Moving on. Jade Cargill defeats Chelsea Green with ease. And, Jordan Grace gets on the mic post-match, and she asks, what's the point of all this? She says that she spoke to Nick Aldis, and she's going to be in the Royal Rumble. Or since Jade Cargill's already warmed up, maybe they can do this right now. So Jade Cargill blows her a kiss and then walks away. That's cool. So maybe we get Jordan Grace and Jade Cargill maybe at the Elimination Chamber? Maybe? I don't know. I think that's the only way you can do the match. I mean, it's still a big match. You don't want to give it away for free on television like Tony Khan would do if he was booking this shit. So you don't want that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Moving on. This leads us into Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair tells Alexa Bliss she seems distracted, but Alexa Bliss tells her she can still focus on other titles in their team. Charlotte Flair tells her that she wants to focus on the Rumble. Alexa Bliss tells her that it'll be difficult to top last year. Charlotte Flair tells her true. She won it, and Alexa Bliss came back. They both agreed that they will worry about the Rumble next week. But tonight is about them. Whatever, I don't care about this. Then we get some Solo Sikoa MFT bullshit. I don't care. Moving on from that. Solo Sikoa and the MFTs, they become the new tag team champions. They defeat the Wyatt Sicks. I don't give a fuck about this. Just release everybody involved. Please. Please. This shit sucks. I do not care about this. I didn't even watch this match. So Tama Tonga got the win. He wins via the Hidden Blade, a.k.a. the Throat Cut Clothesline. Whatever. Moving on. So Nick Aldis, he's backstage and on the phone. R-Truth comes in. He tells Nick Aldis that he put his balls on the line for the Royal Rumble. So AJ Styles shows up. R-Truth walks away. Nick Aldis tells AJ that he watched Raw on Monday, and that AJ putting his career on the line at the Royal Rumble. AJ says that he wants to do that. Gunther said he retired John Cena, but it was the disrespect that Gunther showed that pissed him off. He said he won't let Gunther decide when his time in WWE is up. So Nick Aldis tells AJ that he had another reason as to why he asked him to come to Montreal. So Nakamura shows up. He asks AJ Styles, is he willing to lose everything? AJ says if he doesn't step up to Gunther, he's already lost. Nakamura tells him before he steps into the ring with Gunther to prove that he's still phenomenal, and then he challenges AJ Styles to a match at Saturday's main event, and then Nick Aldis makes it official. Okay. And then both of them shake hands. Alright, that's interesting. They're bringing back a 2017 feud. That's fine, I guess. Oh, no, my bad. Not 2017, 2018. 2018. Okay, moving on. Nathan Frazier versus Johnny Gargano. I didn't care about this. Nathan Frazier wins. I don't care. He ends up getting the mask back, and then the babyface beat up Johnny Gargano, and then Candice LeRae steals the mask. It's like, why is this shit on television? Axiom has 1,000,005 masks. They all look alike. Well, they all are different colors. Black, white, yellow, green, blue, purple, indigo. Like, what the hell? Who cares about this shit? Moving on. Lash Legend and Nia Jax, they're backstage. They don't say anything. They're just talking about how they're going to continue to be the most dominant and destructive duo in WWE. Who cares? Moving on from that. Drew McIntyre shows up. He makes fun of the Montreal crowd. He calls Cody Rhodes and Fatu pathetic. Drew tells Cody that if he survives, there will be no rematch. He has to go to the back of the line and beat 29 other men in the Royal Rumble. And he tells Cody Rhodes good luck on winning the Royal Rumble for a third time. So Drew puts up a Trick Williams, says that he's a rookie. He said he wasted a year of his life on Damian Priest a year or two ago. And then Drew says that Randy Orton, not the Viper, he's now civilized. Randall Keith Orton, they can't get the job done when it counts. And then he makes fun of Sami Zayn, talking about how he's going to be a failure and how he's disappointed his son. But Sami Zayn already disappointed his son the moment his son opened up his eyes for the first time. I'm like, damn. Oh shit. So I like that. Good stuff there. He made fun of all three guys. No, all four guys in the match. Okay, I like that. That's fine. Moving on. So Trick Williams is backstage. He gets into it with Rey Fenix. He tells Rey Fenix he doesn't know why he's there. Rey Fenix tells him he didn't forget about what he did. Trick tells him that after he beats down Damian Priest tonight and wins the Fatal 4-Way, tomorrow he'll become WWE Undisputed Champion. After that, he can get a title shot. Moving on. This leads us into Kit Wilson. So him and Matt Cardona, they get into it. And Kit Wilson makes fun of Matt Cardona and everything. It's kind of funny. So I'm guessing they are going to do the Matt Cardona Kit Wilson feud. I'm fine with that. That's cool. Moving on. This leads us into the triple threat for the women's tag team championships. Number one contender: Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, Lash Legend, Kiana James, and Julia. Julia and Kiana James, they win. Okay, that's cool, but whatever. Julia still gets no reaction. It doesn't matter where she is. She gets no reaction. It's not good. So Damian Priest and Sami Zayn, they get into it, basically. So whatever. Who cares about this? And then Sami Zayn sees Drew McIntyre, and he slaps the shit out of Drew. Moving on. AJ Styles is in the parking lot. So he sees Cody Rhodes. He wishes him good luck against Gunther. AJ thanks him, and then he walks away. Cody sees a picture of Drew McIntyre on his tour bus. Whatever. So Kathy Kelly is backstage with Julia and Kiana James. So Julia speaks in Japanese. Kiana James tells Kathy Kelly that Julia is already U.S. champion. And soon they'll be tag team champions. And soon Julia will win the Royal Rumble and become a triple champion. Not going to happen. Main event of the evening, it was a DQ. Trick Williams versus Damian Priest. Sami Zayn gets involved, beats up Trick Williams. Trick Williams, Sami Zayn, and Damian Priest end up fighting each other. Sami Zayn stands tall. Randy Orton shows up, RKO's Trick, and then he RKO's Sammy, and then that was the show. Whatever. I don't care about this shit at all. This show was, again, boring. It just was. I have no idea why WWE needs to actually do Saturday Night's Main Event. It just doesn't make any sense. I know you need to get them. I know we get 4 of them per year, but we don't need to get them so close to pay-per-views. I don't know. This could have waited, in my opinion, but it is what it is. But what did you guys think of SmackDown? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.